Thank you. All new at 6 tonight. On the heels of the first fatal bear attack ever recorded in Florida, Wink News reporter Amy Gallo got an inside look into the University of Florida Veterinary Forensic Sciences Lab, which tested the DNA of the 3 bears that were shot and killed near the scene. She explains how scientists were able to figure out, without a doubt, which bear was responsible.
Dr. Eileen Roy-Zokin and Professor Adam Stern may be in lab coats, but they're in the business of providing closure.
We're dealing with sometimes high-profile cases, sometimes we're dealing with criminal cases.
The most important thing is, of course, bringing closure, some sort of relief to the family and also the community.
And they do it through forensics.
We get a new case every day, whether it is an animal fatality, whether it is a wildlife and specific DNA question.
And 2 weeks ago, it was 3 bears related to the fatal attack in Collier County.
We actually first got the crime scene samples, so a lot of the environmental samples. We got those into the lab first, and we processed all of those.
In a typical case, the suspect or animal is swabbed at the scene for DNA to compare to those crime scene samples. But this time around was different.
Because the 3 bears needed to be autopsied, and that's done here at our FWC lab here in Gainesville. The bears had to be brought up anyways. So I had the, good fortune this time to be able to directly sample those bears.
Which moved the process along much faster.
We have genetic databases within our lab where we can identify individuals just like you have with human DNA, where you find hair at a crime scene and you want to know if it matches the suspect.
In the case of bears,
we're looking at 7 different regions in the DNA.
Using a process called polymerase chain reaction, which essentially makes lots of copies, like a Xerox machine, of those very specific parts of DNA.
And then we can send it off to a different facility to have them read what is in that, basically a clear liquid, and we get that data back, we analyze it.
As for the Collier County killer bear, it matched all 14.
We can use our genetic database then to put a statistic. Like, what is the likelihood that another bear would have this exact same genetic profile? And in this case, it was a 1 in 17 billion chance.
Amy Gallo, Wink News.
The UF lab recently purchased a sequencer of their own, which should be delivered sometime this week. That means they'll no longer need to send out samples to another facility, which will help cut down on the turnaround time for results from about 5 days to just 2.